Hi there YouTube, I wanted to bring you part 2 of my haul, and it was the Sephora VIB, but I'm not a VIB because I haven't spent a lot of money at Sephora this past year. I've been, doing more thoughtful or considered purchases. So things that I just didn't go crazy at Sephora. So I was only a beauty insider. So I only got 10% off, but I did make a couple of purchases and I want to show you those now. So everything I got can fit into this little bag. So that tells you that I didn't get a lot. All right, but I did get some stuff. Okay, so let me start out what I bought first. So I was going to go buy lipstick products, and I was going to go buy eye palettes, and I was going to buy some cheek products, and and I was like, let me just get, on this one, let me just get something that I don't have, that I've been interested in for a long time, and just something that will be unique to my collection. So I ended up picking up the Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette and powder. Okay, the palette is the same thing as the powder. It's just this one comes, and I'm sure you guys have seen this many times, with 3 of the ambient light powders. So this is dim light, incandescent light, and radiant light, I think. I think radiant light is the more warmer tone. So I do have this on my face today. I used the radiant light as just like a setting type powder, and I did not use these two at all. I don't really know if it's done anything. I could barely see it on my face. I just kind of tapped my brush in it and kind of just tap all around my face. I don't know if it did anything. So I'll be giving those a try and seeing if I like it, and if I don't feel like I see anything, I'm going to return them. So I was on YouTube and I was trying to look up what the heck these powders do, because everybody talks about them and everybody raves about them, and I really couldn't get a description other than what is on the box, and I left the boxes in my room. Okay, so I saw this one also, and this one has more of a yellow tone, and this one is in diffused light, and I use this one. This one says it's for redness or to just perfect the skin. So what I decided to use this one for is for setting underneath my eyes. And like I said, I don't know if I've seen a difference, if I look in the video and think, wow, I look really nice, then maybe I'll consider keeping them. But honestly, for the price I paid, I really need to see some kind of acknowledgement to my skin or something. I don't know. But I ended up picking up these two online. Then my girlfriend and I went to JCPenney, and JCPenney, through Nouveau Cheap, I had seen that they had this Lash Out Sephora inside JCPenney, sample off 5, choose your favorite, get it full size. They have these 5 mascaras, which I have tried. I love Buxom, so I was so happy to get another Buxom. I mean, I freaking love Buxom. I can't tell you how much I love Buxom. I've never tried the Kat Von D, so I'm excited to try that. The Tarte Lights Camera Lashes, I know I was just waiting to do this video, and then I'm going to give it away because I'm not a big fan. And then this Lash Domination from Bare Minerals came right here. And then on this side is the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. Yes, so it came with 5 mascaras, and then it came with a free voucher for a free one. So you use the 5, decide which one you like, and then you go get a free one. I can tell you right now that if I were to choose right now without trying the other 3, I would definitely go get Buxom. I love Buxom mascara. I love it. I love it. So if I were to choose right now, I would definitely go get Buxom, but I'm going to go ahead and give the other ones a fair shake and see what they're all about. I know for sure that I would not get the Lights Camera Lashes. I'm not a big fan of that one. Okay, so this one was $25. You got 5 mascaras to, deluxe size mascaras to sample and try, and then you get a free one, full size. Go back into Sephora and get your free one. So I'm really excited about that. That same trip, this was in JCPenney, I got me my beauty blender, finally. I can tell you that I used this beauty blender, and I used the Real Techniques sponge. I'm no makeup artist, but I can tell you that, honestly, I like the Real Techniques sponge. Real Techniques sponge, $5.99. Beauty blender, $19.95. I don't really see, other than the shape, the difference. The Beauty Blender has a pointed end, so does the Real Technique sponge. The Beauty Blender has the fat end. The Real Technique sponge has a fat end and a flat end, which I really like because the flat end I can get up like in here. So I bought it. I'm trying it. I'm not seeing what all the hype's about. I prefer the Real Technique sponge, especially since it's $5.99. So, you know, I'm glad I got to try it. I've always wanted to try it, and now I can say I'm over it. So I'll use this one. That's the pharmacy. Okay, so I'm glad I got to purchase this, and I purchased it with 10% off. I will never be repurchasing a Beauty Blender because I just don't see the hype of it. Okay. The last thing I got, so I went back on Sephora online and I was looking and I was going to pick up a Sephora lip stain, and I was like, you know, I really want the Tartelette palette. I've been eyeballing it for a very long time. I passed on it last time that Ulta, not this recent one, because Ulta kind of screwed me out of this recent one. They only sent me the email the day up. I never got a card, and I never got any kind of information leading up to the Friends and Family sale. And the last day of the sale, they sent me my email, and I went and looked, and the store that I had happened to run into, because we were actually going to a party that day, didn't have what I wanted. And by the time I got online and got my password to work, it was already over. So anyways, that last time I saw this, but I passed it up, and I got the IT Cosmetics Celebration matte eyeshadows, the one that was exclusive for the Christmas time. I ended up picking up that one, and I passed this one up, but I've always wanted to try it. I hear all kinds of people talk about it here on YouTube, and I have it on my eyes now, but I ended up putting I ended up putting Stila Kitten on the balls of my eyes because I felt like my look was a little too flat. And that's what I've heard about this palette, that it's really nice, but it's not a standalone palette. You need just that extra something. And I think that's the reason why I picked up that IT Cosmetics palette, because it had that shimmer transitions shade that you could bump up the look and give a little bit of shimmer, or not shimmer, but shine, glitter, not glitter, just a little bit of a oomph to it. And this one here, so far, the colors that I chose were really pigmented. This color here I used, which is in Multitasker, was really pretty. The Power Player is really pretty, and the Free Spirit was nice. But this, like my friend Prissy in Pink here on YouTube, she said she likes it, but she always has to use something else with it. And that's what I ended up having to do today, because it just wasn't that great of a standalone palette. I will give this some more, you know, give it some more love and see if it's worth keeping in my collection, because like I said, I have the IT Cosmetics matte palette. So do I need two matte palettes? The realistic, logical person in me says no, you don't. But the heart and the makeup hoarder in me says yes, you do. So, you know, I'll just give this a few more tries and see if I like it. But I ended up getting this. And then my friend Gina, she's like, do you really need another palette? Well, yes, I do. I mean, what kind of beauty hoarder would I be if I didn't get another palette? So with those two online purchases, I'm grabbing them, sorry. I ended up with a bunch of samples here. I ended up with this Dr. Brandt Microdermabrasion Skin Exfoliant sample. This Gucci Guilty for men. Smells delicious. I've smelled it many times before. Armani Code, which I think that's the one that fell out somewhere, for men. The Armani Code for women smells really good, but it's more of a winter scent. The Versace Bright Crystal Absolute, I believe this is the one for women because it's pink. I'm thinking it's for women. The Spice Bomb, this is the men's. Is this the men's? Yes. It's kind of sad that they don't say men or women, but I'm assuming this is for man, so I'm going to give it to my husband. And the last thing was this Cartier Declaration Laou, or whatever. My husband sprayed this, and it was very light and faint, and didn't smell that great. So we definitely would not purchase this for him. I don't know if you guys have ever smelled it, but it is not a good smell. It just smelled weird. It says made in France. It wasn't that good. So those are the samples that I got, and that is it. That is it for my hauling. Don't expect me to be hauling for a while, says the hoarder. Like I said, I try to do considerate purchases, like, or considered, I don't know how to say it. I don't know what. These here, the mascaras, I know I'll get use out of. Who doesn't love a mascara? And the fact that it has my beloved Buxom in it, I know I'll get use out of this. I love Buxom. And the Beauty Blender is something, you know, everyone can use, you know, in their tool arsenal. This here, the Tartelette palette, like I said, I'm going to use it. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to use it, and I'm going to see if I like it. And if I don't, I will return it. The same the same thing goes for these Hourglass palettes. I cannot tell you that I see a difference. Like, I just don't know if it's because it's Hourglass that everybody hypes it up. I have no idea. But I'm going to give it a shot, and if I don't like it, I will return it. I will not waste my money or keep it in my collection if it's not going to do anything, because it was a very expensive product. Sorry, there's like a lizard doing one of those throat things right like outside my window. Yucko. Okay, alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, if you like me, give me a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
And then